everybody's favorite guessing game, What's My Line? Brought to you by Helene Curtis, makers of Stopette, Suave, and Endon Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Now, let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers from coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And on my left, a very charming guest panelist, one we're always glad to see back. He stars in his own CBS radio show every night, Mr. Robert Q. Lewis.
To my left, the young lady about whom I've been thinking. I've used up all the introductions, I think. But I will say one thing. People are always saying, are the people on What's My Line as nice off the air as they are on? They all are. And to my left is one of them, Arlene Francis.
Thank you. And to my left sits the father of Jonathan and Christopher, the husband of Phyllis, and the nicest next-door neighbor a girl ever had, Bennett, Cerf.
And on my immediate left, our panel moderator, a veritable behemoth of befuddlement, Mr. John Charles Daly.
Thank you, Bennett. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line, and some good news for the panel. Please put your blindfolds on.
Well.
Yes, thank you. Once again tonight, we're going to play some of our old tricks. We have some interesting occupations which have come along with some interesting and very nice people. We'll present both to the panel in a bit, and we believe that the panel will have some trouble with them. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the show, and we'll meet our first challenger in just 1 minute. All right, panel, the blindfolds are all in place, are they?
Yes,
Well, let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? As you know, panel, you have been asked to blindfold yourselves because there's an area of identification here that we feel we must keep away from you. It could be in the signature or in some apparel or appearance, you know, one of those things. With that in mind, I would just ask our guest if you're familiar with our scoring system.
Yes.
Fine, then let's let the folks at home and our friends here in the theater know exactly what your line is. Panel, we give you a bit of help. Our guest is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Bennett, Cerf.
Well, there was a scent in the air around Madison Square Garden on the way down tonight that made me know the rodeo was coming to town, and I just want to know if our mystery guest has anything whatever to do with the rodeo.
No.
Not the mystery guest.
No, 1 down and 9 to go. And Dorothy Kilgallen.
Well, I have heard a feminine voice, but it took you an awfully long time to get in. Are there more than one of you? Yes. Do you work for a profit-making organization? Yes. Does it have anything to do with the entertainment world? Yes. Do you appear publicly? Yes. On a stage rather than in an arena? Yes. Do you move about? Yes. I keep hearing just one feminine voice, at least it sounds like just one. Can the others talk? Yes. Are they also, or are any of them also female? Yes. Do you all do more or less the same thing? Yes. Is any precision involved in what you do? Yes. Do you do what you do in New York? Yes. Are you sort of a landmark? I mean that in the most complimentary way. I mean, do people...
Yes, actually, Dorothy, I would say, without any attempt to mislead you, that we could properly, in that use of the terminology landmark, say that our guest, or guests, as you have already learned, do constitute a landmark of a kind, yes.
Well, knowing that you're feminine and that there are more than one, I always think that when people come to New York, there are certain things they want to see, like the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building, and the Rockettes are the only feminine things. Are you the Rockettes?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Lewis.
Swell.
Do you all dance?
Yes.
What was the other group? There was the Rockettes?
I'm too embarrassed to ask.
So am I. Is it... Wait a minute. No, they don't have Danish accents.
Was that a dance?
Is it possible that the theater is not your major claim to fame? Has your fame been... Well, let's see. Has your fame derived from television?
Yes.
Did I ever have the pleasure of working with you?
Mm-hmm. With all of them?
Yeah, and it was a pleasure, believe me. I've replaced a lot of people, but if it's... are these the June Taylor girls?
Yes.
Is that June?
Where's John?
Jackie.
All of them.
How does it happen you didn't call a conference tonight, John?
Never had a chance.
And when does Jackie need a replacement again?
16 dancers and 16 glee girls.
That's right.
And Miss June Taylor, who, of course, teaches them or instructs them or is the choreographer, I suppose
Right.
is the right word.
Well, we've added the Glee Girls for our new show for next Saturday night, with Jackie coming back.
Next Saturday night, they started. The glee girls also choreograph? Whatever
Oh,
word
yes,
is,
I
they do.
have them moving around.
Got it moving around. Well, I must say, I'm sorry we didn't have the panel moving around a bit more. I was hoping we'd give them a lot more trouble than we did, Miss June. I would ordinarily just owe you a vote of thanks for coming yourself. I don't quite know what to say, considering you brought all this loveliness with you. So for all of us, I'll say thank you very much and much success in this season.
Can they dance off?
Can you shuffle off to Buffalo?
They certainly can.
All right, would you do that? Well, thanks very much and lots of success in this
Okay,
season.
kid.
Could they dance this way, John?
No, I don't think so. No, please. We got to go that way because the cameras are set up that way. All right.
Okay,
fine.
kid.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. The first one didn't give you half as much trouble as we thought it would, so let's see if we can't give you some trouble with our second challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Al Beal, is that right, sir? Where are you from, Mr. Beal?
College Park, Maryland.
Oh, I know that country well. University of Maryland's down there.
Very close to it.
Yes, actually, there's a Right Honorable Professor Ernsberger down there who helped me with speech. This is the panel over here, and they're really nice people. Don't worry about them, but don't get close to them. You come with me. And sitting here, do you know how we score this operation? I'll get it back to 0 again. Every time you give them a no answer, you know, that's a flip of the card and 10 flips, and you've won the game. All right?
Good.
Then let's let the folks at home, those here with us in the theater, know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, Mr. Beal is salaried. And Miss Dorothy, you did so well at the beginning, I see you pick it up again. You start off.
Thanks a heap, John. Mr. Beale, is your work more intellectual than physical?
Yes.
Well, you hesitated a little. Is there anything physical? I mean, more physical than pushing a pencil or...
No.
Small conference. I think, Dorothy, we have to give you a no. I'll explain afterwards.
All right.
There is nothing more substantially physical than pushing a pencil. That's 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Beale, you work for a profit-making organization, I assume.
Yes.
Is there a product involved in your work?
No.
That's 2 down, a date to go, Miss Francis.
Do you deal both with men and women, Mr. Beale?
Yes.
Are they, do you only deal with adults?
Yes.
Do they come to you for your services?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are they happier as a result of what you're able to do for them?
Yes.
I think that's a fair statement.
Do they come singly to you rather than in pairs or in groups?
Yes.
Let's have a small conference. I think actually you'd help us a lot, Miss Arlene. When you say do they come singly, you speaking of individuals?
Yes, I didn't mean, yes.
Oh, you were. You're speaking of individuals, one person coming at a time. That will make it 3 down
you're
and 7 to
mean.
go. Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Beale, your name rings a bell to me.
Oh, now, Bennett, let's not pun this
No,
off.
I didn't. I wasn't Mr. Bealing.
Upon my word, Mr. Cerf, really.
I'm going off in a direction. I may be entirely wrong, but I feel I've read something about you. Would you have anything to do with a current international crisis?
Yes.
Then I have read about you. If I remember correctly, you're one of the pilots of the Suez Canal.
Right! Bennett, sir, I don't like you.
I just read the New York Times.
I know you must have. We were hoping that the name wouldn't hit any bells it did with you. Yes?
John, I think in this case, it should have been called What's My Unfortunately Former Line.
No, you see, you're wrong, because Mr. Beale is still working for the Suez Canal Company and will for the next 3 years, as a matter of fact.
John, could we depart from our program for just a minute? I'd like to hear firsthand from Mr. Beale, and I think everybody watching this program would like to hear what he thinks about. Do you think the Egyptians will be able to pilot their own boats through that canal?
A very, very limited amount, or a limited number, I should say.
What's the usual size of a convoy that goes through the canal? How many ships are the usual size?
It used to be between 12 to 15 ships, 4 convoys a day.
And now it's down to 2 or 3, is that
Now
right?
it's down to 1 convoy a day, 1 from the north, and then the next day 1 from the south. Actually, they have 2 convoys where we had 8.
How would the Russian pilots know about the Suez Canal?
Well, they're learning right now.
I see. But they hadn't had any previous experience in the canal.
Not as piloting in the canal, no.
Are you looking forward to going back, Captain Beale?
If the situation straightens out, yes.
Actually,
However, I don't look forward to it being straightened out in the immediate future.
Oh, you don't? You think it'll just drag on in a series of long-winded conferences?
That's what it looks like.
and Captain Beale, I might say, had only one sentence he said over and over again to me before showtime, was he's awful glad to be home. Glad he got it. Captain, we'll flip all these just pro forma, because it was so nice to have you with us, and I'm sorry we didn't stick. Good to have you with us. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just... Now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which I have to ask my friends on the panel to blindfold themselves again. Blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? As you know, in the case of our mystery celebrity, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise. And let's begin it with Arlene Francis.
Are you part of the entertainment world?
Are you part of the entertainment world?
What?
Well, since it's a political year, I'll give you an honest answer. Yes and no.
And I'll straighten it out a bit. Yes, Mr. Cerf.
Would you be primarily known as a motion picture star.
Yes, sir.
Miss Kilgallen?
Well, since you're sounding like a comedian, are you really a straightaway leading man?
I guess would you repeat that, ma'am?
Well, you know how it is on this program. If a Frenchman comes on, he puts on an English accent, and if it's an American, he puts on a French accent, and you sounded sort of funny. So... All right,
Walter Brennan ain't going to like that.
Who isn't going to?
Walter Brennan ain't going to like that.
Oh, all right. I'll ask it the other way then, more directly. Are you a comedian?
No, ma'am.
What?
That's what I meant.
Mr. Lewis.
You mean, sir, you're a leading man?
I reckon.
Is that your question, Mr. Lewis?
Well, no.
All right, this time we'll let it stand. You have another question.
You're a leading man in motion pictures. Are you in New York to publicize the opening of some forthcoming triumph?
Yes, sir.
Miss Francis.
Well, did you tell me about it on my own program last week? And is your name Legion? William Holden?
William Holden is right. Actually, I was hoping you'd get on to whether he was actor and then I could get stuffy, see? Because I think, Bill, you were one of...
Well, I wasn't a very good actor tonight. I don't think Walter Brennan's going to be very proud of me. He coached me, but he's not going to be proud of me.
Toward the Unknown is the picture that opens when, Bill?
Well, it opens on the 27th here.
27th.
In New York, yes.
And this is very fortuitously about outer space. Actually, I think, Bill, that you have a star that's peculiar to motion pictures, have you not?
Well, John, we have a star that's, strangely enough, now just sort of coming into his own right. And that is that Bell X-2 plane, which in the last few weeks, I'm sure many people have read about. It about a month ago went 1,900 miles an hour, and I happened to pick up a newspaper on the way to Pittsburgh the other day and found out it had gone to 126,000 feet of altitude. I consider that a pretty good third-act star.
That's a third-act star. How did it feel up there, Bill, at 126,000 feet?
I wish I could claim it.
Just for fun, though. Now, making a picture like this, I remember years ago when I covered the Cleveland air races, I got a big boot and got in the first one of the first 80s and went through the sound barrier. On this thing, how fast did you go in the process of making the picture?
Actually, John, I went, I think it was about 810 miles an hour. I broke the barrier for the purpose of getting a soundtrack that we would use on the picture, or in the picture, I should say.
Could I ask one question? Could I ask one question, Bill?
Yes, sir.
If you don't mention Mervyn LeRoy's name, he'll never speak to me again. So I'd like to know just what he did with you on the picture.
Well, I was actually waiting for John to ask me how much help I'd had, and I was going to tell him that I had the greatest help in the world. Mervyn LeRoy produced and directed the picture for us and greatly relieved me as an independent producer in this particular case.
No, because Bill does belong to that new company of very serious actors who are also producers. But one last question before you go, Bill. Did you, before you did this 810 miles an hour, have to go through any special preparation with the Air Force or pass any tests?
Yes, John. It's probably, as you were required on the trip, you go through the pressure chamber and you're checked out, and the doctor, make sure that you can withstand whatever abnormal experience you might go through. Yes, we did. We went
And a big kick out of it?
I enjoyed the flight much more than I did the pressure chamber.
That's par for the course. Thanks very much, Bill. It's nice to have had you with us, and much success for the picture. Well, now, we haven't had too much success with stumping the panel. Perhaps we can do it now. Let's have another challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please, sir? Earl Nowa? How are you? Earl Nower, spelled K-N-A-U-E-R. Where are you from?
Willow Grove, now Davisville.
Davisville, what?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Fine. There's the panel. Don't pay any attention. Just come along with me now. And do you know how we score things, Earl?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Let's let everybody at home, those here with us, know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, Mr. Nauer is salaried. Let's begin the general questioning with Robert Q. Lewis.
Mr. Nauer, do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes, I do.
Is there a product involved?
Yes, sir.
Is this a product that might be found in the home?
Yes, sir.
Would it be found in any specific part of the home? For example, a kitchen closet or the kitchen itself?
You mean to that end exclusively, that's where you'd find it?
No, when
period?
it is first purchased, would that be the place it might
Very
be kept
possibly,
before
yes.
use? After purchase, then, might it find its destination on the dining room table?
No.
No. 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it a useful object?
Very useful.
Can you hold it in your hand?
Yes, you could.
Does it have any moving parts?
No.
No, it doesn't have a moving part, does
No.
it? No, not a moving part. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Nauer, it's very nice spending a half an hour with you.
No.
Is this product that you are associated with used for any kind of cleansing purpose?
No.
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Could this be used on anything other than human beings?
Yes.
Yes, it could.
Yeah.
Would it be likely that it would be? Not just could.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't be silly if you used it on something else.
No.
Now, if I ask the other question, I'll get the no. If I ask, would it be used on human beings ever?
You want to ask the question, would it be used on
Yes, I do.
No.
No, that's too bad. That makes it 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Lewis.
Would it be would be used by human beings in association with some of their animal friends? Is that correct?
I beg your pardon? Where did he come from? What was his name?
Animal friends. You know him.
Animal friends. Oh, yes, of course. Is there a question about animal friends?
I'm not sure. Now, we know this is something we can't eat, and we don't have it on the dining room table. The housewife would purchase this product.
That's right.
She would use it herself in conjunction with something that was not human.
That's right.
That's a fair answer.
Animal friends.
No conference, please. Thank you.
With the animal friends, would it be safe to assume that the animal friends would be very, very happy, or not the animal friends, the beings on which it was used, would be terribly happy that the house... Wait a minute, not animal friends.
Are you asking a question?
I know, wait a minute. Would this be used on anything that would have to do with the seasons? Could this be a seasonal product in our city of New York?
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, would it be a product designed to rid the house of some animal unfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then composition of this item, is it liquid as opposed to solid?
Liquid as opposed
No.
to solid. That would make it 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
It is solid, but you do exterminate something with it. Is that correct?
Well, this is a... I think because you chose to use the verb exterminate, we'll give you no. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is this, yes, there's a rumor coming down from the neighborhood of Robert Q. Lewis in a stage whisper that it's something like mothballs. Could it possibly be that?
That is what it is.
It's mothballs, yeah, but I'm sorry we haven't got time to find out what it is that Mr. Nauer has to do with mothballs, so we'll flip the rest of the cards. See what? He doesn't make them round, he
You're
just
right.
makes them. Thank you very much, Mr. Nauer. Actually, Arlene, I would explain. We had a very quick conference and decided that they don't really exterminate them. They repel them more than anything else, I guess.
They do clean things a little bit.
Well, not necessarily. No, not
No,
really,
don't,
old boy.
Bennett.
You've
They
discussed
don't.
this
They
with
don't.
Phyllis after the show, Bennett, and you'll get it straightened out. Before our panel says good night, here is a word from next week's sponsor. With a new station under our belts, this is John Daly saying good night, Miss Kilgallen.
Good night, Mr. Daly. Good night, new station. And good night, Bob.
Good night, Dorothy, and good night, Arlene.
Good night, Bob, and don't try to clean the house with mothballs, will you, Bennett?
Well, I've been throwing them all day. I haven't hit them more. Good night, John.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
Travel arrangements on What's My Line are made through American Airlines. American Airlines flies our contestants in luxurious comfort aboard DC-7 flagships. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the CBS Television Network.